Hi everybody, it's been a couple weeks. Sorry it's been so long. I have been super busy. The show that I've been working on is we're in Tech Week right now. We have 2 weeks of Tech Week and final rehearsals with the special needs kids. And the show will be this weekend. So if you're in Northern Illinois, come out and see Shrek Jr. at DeKalb High School, the 8th through the 12th. Meanwhile, my weight loss has been in a bit of a stall, but for happy reasons. As you know, I started dating again this summer, and things got a little crazy. I was dating a lot. I was eating out a lot. Now the good news is I didn't gain weight. However, I didn't exactly lose any either. In the past 3 weeks, I think my weight is down 2.4 pounds, I believe it is, over 3 weeks, which is, at least it's down. So that's a good thing. But things have been a little goofy, and I have been trying to straighten my life out so I can get things back into perspective. And it's been so crazy busy, and that's part of the reason why I didn't get any videos up. Started my journey at 394. My surgery weight, my pre-liquid diet surgery weight was 330. My surgery day weight was 320. By the way, those are both 0.4. And my current weight as of this morning was 216.2. So I'm just over 175 pounds lost. I was at 174 forever. And then it finally kicked in and I dropped down. I've been keeping meticulous track of everything that's going in my mouth, and because I was not putting a few things in, and I think that was sabotaging me. And I'm getting better at guesstimating the amount of food that I eat at restaurants and such. So I'm still not eating very much, but I am eating more. And what I decided to do this last week that actually made me start losing weight again is I made healthier choices. Initially, when I was going out to dinner with the different gentlemen, I would get an appetizer, but a lot of times I would get like potato skins or something like that, and that wasn't really the best choice. A lot of them are fried, and a lot of them aren't exactly protein filled, shall we say. So I started this week making better choices. Went out to dinner. So it was chicken breast, like a shish kebab kind of thing. And then earlier this week when I went out to dinner, we both ended up getting the same thing, which was kind of cool because it was very good. It was a grilled chicken breast sandwich, which of course I didn't eat the bread. I just had a little bit of the bread, and it had honey mustard sauce on it, but not very much. And it was actually really good. So I'm trying to make better choices when I'm eating out. But sometimes you can't always control that. A word of advice for those who do eat out fairly often is to try to get the restaurants, get their menu beforehand so you can kind of check your options before you get there. Because sometimes, like especially if it's like a bar situation and they just have like finger foods, it's really difficult to get something that is healthy for you. One time I was at a bar, and it makes it sound like I go to the bar all the time. I really don't. I do karaoke, and that's why I'm at the bar on occasion. The only thing that they had that had protein in it was like little sausage empanadas, I think they were called. And it was like sausage in a phyllo dough. And I had that because it was the best option of what was available. So sometimes you got to make choices that may not be exactly the best for you. And if I know that I'm going to be eating out, I eat pretty light earlier in the day just to make up for it. I got my hair done. You can see my purple. Yay! My hair faded really bad this summer, and I just gave up on touching it up, and I got to go in today, and she did it, and I love it. I love my purple. Anyway, I feel like it makes my eyes pop. I have gone down in sizes. I had a pair of size 16 jeans on yesterday, which was a surprise because they were brand name jeans and I was able to get them on. I have been in between a 16 and an 18 now for probably about 2 months. So to be in a 16 jean, that's a pretty big deal, even though weight-wise it's not saying much. I actually feel, and I think others who are in this situation can attest to this too, my extra skin on my stomach is really starting to get in the way, and it affects the clothes that I wear. I'm wearing a size 16, but if I didn't have that extra skin, I would be probably in a 12 or a 14. My butt and my thighs are like a size 12 or 14. It's that extra skin on the front that has no place to go. Yeah, that's what's making my pants not fit well. Lucky for me, I have very sweet people in my life who don't care about the extra skin, which is good, and are very supportive and comforting to me about my body appearance, even though I feel so much better and I feel I look so much better than I did when I was larger. I'm very lucky to have these people who understand. Let's see what else is going on. Back to school. Another reason why I kind of fell off the face of the planet. Teachers getting back into school is really tough to get yourself back in the routine. And now have the after school things too. So I've been really pushing myself lately, and surprisingly, my head's still above water. I haven't completely exhausted myself. I happen to end up with today and tomorrow free, so I plan to, do the video that I have been putting off for way too long, and to get some rest. A topic that came up is I was talking with a friend about my friend and myself are both trying to improve our lives, and I'm doing it through my weight loss. He's doing it through other means, recovering from his other addictions and things. And we were talking about how addiction sometimes can take other forms. If you take care of one addiction, it may come out in another addiction. And in my case, of the food addiction, which I admit now, I used food to help me feel better. When bad things would happen, especially self-esteem wise, I would feed it, and it was not a healthy thing to do. And part of my problem too was I didn't eat enough, so then I would eat too much and it wouldn't balance out. I started to notice that my addiction was, even though I was not eating as much as I used to, I was doing other things that weren't exactly the safest for me. Long story short, I am working on getting my life in line, and I don't know how long it's going to take. It's all part of this process, and the more that I get involved with doing these journals and things, the more I realize I have more to work on than I originally thought. I think that there's so much more to the weight gain, why you gained it, and if you don't deal with that, it's going to come back. And my commitment to have a happier life and to do what I need to do to make myself happy again, which I've been successful with, is I have to deal with these emotions and these feelings that I haven't really dealt with. I was talking to a friend this week, and because I care about this friend and I want to get to know this friend better, I want them to know me better, I started talking about some of my issues that I know I still have. and he was very supportive of those issues, and I think that he is one who can help me with those issues. And the number one being my trust issues. I know I have trust issues. I've never denied it. My situation in the past, my ex flat out lied to me about some pretty important things, and I totally believed him. I had no reason not to believe him at the time. But he got into the habit of saying things to pacify me, telling me lies just so that we wouldn't have an altercation and get into a fight. And personally, I would rather have the fight and get it all out there than to have somebody lie to me. So I make it quite well known when I'm meeting a prospective boyfriend that how important honesty is to me, and how important my time is, because that's the other thing that's been happening a lot. A lot of people, oh yeah, I'll be there, and then they don't show. And no wonder they're still single if they don't have the respect to at least call to cancel. And then it got to the point that when a guy does actually have a conflict and calls me to reschedule, I find myself going, oh great, is he going to be another one who's going to stand me up? But I can't think that way. If they call me and they tell me that there's a problem and they have to reschedule, I need to be understanding of that, because Lord knows it's going to happen to me sometime where I have to call and cancel on them, you know. And but I'm getting to the point where I'm like, oh great, I know they're going to stand me up, you know, they're making excuses. But I can't be that way. I gotta be the adult, you know. It's their loss. That's what it comes down to. I am being more selective on who I go out with now, and I've narrowed it down, and I think I might actually be ready to pursue a relationship. As scary as it sounds in my head, my heart's ready. And so we'll see what happens. It's interesting how my weight loss vlog has turned into my love life vlog. And this is getting better. It's starting to tighten up a little bit. It still has some of the gozzleness, but the face yoga that I've been doing seems to be helping. And let me show you how I do that. I put my hands on my chest like this and press down with my head looking straight forward. And then I look up, and then I take my chin and put my lower teeth over my top teeth like this. And it should tighten this area right in here. Now also with face yoga, see these lines right here? There's another thing you can do to help with those nasal labial lines, I think they're called. And that is by puffing air into each side. So I'd start off like this and then switch it to the other side. Looks like I'm eating cookies or something. But what that's supposed to do is it kind of like irons this out a little bit. Actually it already looks like it's done a little bit just in that little bit that I did there. But because I smile so much, you know, I'm going to have them. But I see that's a good reason. The smile lines, it's a good reason to have wrinkles, you know. Things are good. Life is good. Life is very good. I'm not going to get into details yet again, but things are going well around here. And I apologize that I haven't had my stats up. Been so busy. But I will talk to you next week. Have a wonderful week. And I hope you lose weight this week. I hope I do too. So, see ya. Bye.